Director Ryan Coogler confirmed that Black Panther 3 is officially his next film, continuing the saga within Wakanda. So we're ready for this. Coogler stepping away from other rumored projects and to prioritize Wakanda, kind of like X-Men, because there was rumors that he was going to be a part of X-Men. This sets up the first trilogy, Marvel's first trilogy led up by a black director, given that this is going to be the last piece. So what are your thoughts on this, Fred?
He started the trilogy and now he's
Mhm.
ending it. I feel like that is a better continuity because, like, James Gunn did all of the Guardians of the Galaxy, and I felt like they all had the same tone. Whereas, like, with Captain America, they had what was it? McFeely did the first one, and then the Russo bros did the second and the third. So there was a different tonal thing. And I think that worked because Captain America, the first one was set in the 40s, and then the second one and the third one were set now. So,
Right.
or well, in the future, I guess. I don't know. Well, it's in Marvel time. Anyway. And yeah, so I like when the continuity is the same. I feel like it's one voice or the same voice throughout the whole thing tends to make a stronger project. So yeah, I'm for it.
Yeah, I agree. I'm very excited for this just because I love both movies, and there's a lot of people who were not as into the second movie, but I enjoyed the second movie just as much as I enjoyed the first one. The first one was obviously my favorite of the two, just because the way that it was presented, the way that the movie was done. But I also absolutely love the second one because it brought in different elements from the comics and everything like that. Of course, but gave us Namor, and gave us a Latino anti-hero, being that he's part of the Mayan Empire. So I mean, it was really good. I'm happy to see where it goes. Because there are so many more Black Panther stories that can be told, so I'm interested in seeing where he goes with it.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And it feels like he's going to usher in a new, like the last, not a last incarnation, but like the next Black Panther is what it sounds like. What I'm getting, those are the vibes I'm getting.
Right, right.
So,
I see that. All right, well, let's move on to our next story here. Uh, from Wakanda to Wolvie. Hugh Jackman weighs in on speculation about when his Wolverine will return to the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Jackman's comments reignite chatter about Secret Wars casting leaks. When asked if he would reprise Wolverine, Jackman has replied, "Maybe. I'm never saying never, never again." It's raising questions about how Deadpool and Wolverine tease up this MCU timeline. So, again, thoughts on Hugh Jackman not being able to keep his mouth shut when it comes to Wolverine?
you know what? I am not a fan of loose lips sink ships. I do appreciate this. I want all of the tea. I say that. I don't. I absolutely stop like watching for stuff because I'm like, I don't want this ruined. But I mean, let's face it, Hugh Jackman is going to be back. We all know he's going to be back. You don't bring him back like freaking Ryan Reynolds did. And now they're like they own a freaking like racing boat team in Australia. Did you see that today on Instagram?
I
I'm like,
didn't see that.
Ryan Reynolds is never letting him go. Therefore, the MCU is never letting him go. He'll show up randomly. I'm sure of it. It's going to be one of those weird things where instead of Stan Lee, we have to find the Wolverine. It's going to be like Where's Waldo, but with Wolverine.
Have you seen all the AI uh, pictures of Wolverine and them fighting Doctor Doom on set and everything like that? Like it's all these AI pictures of him on the set of Doomsday.
Yeah, he said, I think in that it was on the Graham Norton show that he said like all this stuff, and on there he was like, "Hey, just use AI. It's not like you guys aren't doing it anyway." So I was like, "Wow." He had a few drinks, I'm thinking, because Graham Norton likes to liquor up his guests.
He absolutely does, and that stuff is actually really funny. Yeah, no, I'm all in for this. I do want to see him as long as he's willing to play Wolverine. I'm willing to see him as an alternate universe Wolverine. I do think that uh we need a fresh take on Wolverine. I love Hugh Jackman as Wolverine, especially now that he's able to play the character as he's supposed to be. Like you have that the crippling depression, you have the alcoholism, you have the violence, all the things about Wolverine that we weren't able to get with the old movies. And I'm absolutely loving the way that he's able to portray the character now. I just do feel like we need to get another version of the character moving forward if we're going to continue with the X-Men.
I absolutely agree. I think that he could come back as, like, just a weird variant Logan, like, just show up every now and then and be like, "Hey, needed a beer," and then just leaves. That's what I
Right.
want. That is what I want.
Especially now that, like, they're establishing the different variants, like, they made it clear that there are different variants that can be played by different characters. Henry Cavill, the Cavalry, and yeah, that's absolutely what's needed. I mean, they made it clear that it's probably gonna be another actor that plays him, because they opened that door already. So,
Yeah. And with him, you can actually cast older. It doesn't matter what his age is because he's like, what, 300, 400 years old or
something
something?
like that, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's keep it going here. Uh Rumors explode with Doom variants, Spider Man shakeups, and trailer chaos. Rumors swirling around Avengers Doomsday suggest Doctor Doom variants will storm the multiverse. Tobey Maguire's Spider Man may debut a fresh look, while Tom Holland could sit this one out. And a leaked trailer breakdown teases massive battles with shocking hero returns. So, fans are speculating on comic accurate Doom variants like Iron Doom or Sorcerer Doom. I did mention before that Superior Doctor Doom or Superior Iron Man, who is a version of Doctor Doom, could be something that they could bring in. Uh,
Yeah.
and of course, Toby Maguire rumored is he has a rumored redesign, sparking theories of the black suit or a battle scarred upgrade, which is kind of cool. So, what are your thoughts on those two things before kind of moving on to the other parts of this?
I kind of feel like this is going to be like their one, not their one chance because Doom always finds a way to screw things up. He's like Barry Allen that way. But yeah, I would love to see like an Iron Doom or a Sorcerer Doom or wasn't there another Doom that was like
There's
he
been a
was a
few
Hall of Doom.
variants.
I can't. Yeah, he's
There's
had several.
Right. There's been a few different variants of Doctor Doom within Marvel. So I mean it's gonna be interesting to see to what extent they do that, especially now that they're kind of playing with all of this and different versions of Doctor Doom. I also think that, or I wonder if by the end of the film, because I've been mentioning this, is if we get the final version of Doctor Doom that is going to survive within the MCU. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, I could see that. I'd also like for like Maguire's stuff.
Mhm.
I mean, I guess I'm kinda I want the Peter B. Parker. I want him in a freaking bathrobe.
That would be funny if we got Peter B. Parker. Like if it was Toby
Yeah,
Maguire showing up and it's Peter B. Parker.
right? That would be I would love that. I mean, yeah, I'd love the black suit, or a battle scarred upgrade. Yeah, whatever. Just fit Toby in a suit. Clearly, he needs one. So
Right, right. Toby in a suit would actually be great. And then, so other rumors that are coming in: Andrew Garfield whispered as a surprise Spider-Man if Tom Holland's not going to be there. What are your thoughts on Andrew Garfield coming in and being like another surprise variant, like us getting another kind of like multiverse, uh, or like a de facto multiverse, Spider Verse with Andrew Garfield and Toby Maguire?
I would love to see both of them back. But I'm gonna say don't ask Andrew because he's not gonna tell you. So don't
He
ask
won't
him
tell
if
you,
he's coming back.
right?
He won't tell you. But no, I like that. I actually like Andrew Garfield as Peter Parker. I liked the way he did it. He has that like aw shucks kind of about him that I liked. So yeah, I think
Yeah.
that'd be fun. I think it's interesting that they're saying Tom Holland's not gonna like, that's the rumor that Tom Holland's actually not gonna be in this movie, and I'm like, freaking Robert Downey Jr., like, Tony Stark is freaking Doom. I don't know why you would set this up and not pay it off with some sort of reaction from Tom Holland's Spider-Man.
Right,
Like,
unless they're saving
I
that
don't
for
really
Secret War. But I mean, like, because they
I
they've been saying for a while that Tom Holland Spider-Man isn't gonna be in this because the events of this are gonna be simultaneous with Brand New Day.
Oh, okay. Well, then, yeah, okay, that makes sense then. Alright.
Yeah.
Then I retract my, statement.
Yeah. So then also, there's a lot of chatter saying that Scarlet Witch and Vision might be some of the heroes that return in the trailer. But then also that the battle scene towards the end of the movie is going to be akin to the portal scene at the end of Endgame, but like with a lot of multi-layered multiverse chaos. So thoughts on that?
So I'm picturing like all these sling rings or whatever, or the TVA things or whatever, however they're getting through there, just like tons of them. And then that final battle, they cut off in the middle. And then they go, up, gotta watch Secret Wars for the end.
That would be
That's what I would
crazy if
do.
like they tee up like the big battle and that's what gets you to Secret Wars.
Yeah, yeah, like that's how you get all the people in there, and you're like, wait, are we on Battle World? Yeah, it's like that's the thing. Just seeing everybody travel or something. And then in Secret Wars, we see the other side, like where they're coming from all of the worlds.
Mm.
That would be
Ha-
like as the credits are going in, you just see all these, you see Hydra Steve, you see uh Captain Carter, you see, all the X-Men, like just everything, everybody. And then I hope that they get this whole Monica thing settled because I feel like she needs to come back.
yeah.
She's been gone a while.
Yeah, yeah. Did you see the rumors for about Alan Richson?
Oh, about the Venom thing?
So
Yeah. I
supposedly
didn't
he's
do a
coming in as Eddie
thing on it.
Brock. Yeah, supposedly
Oh,
they're saying
really?
he's
Oh,
coming in
that's
as
cool.
Eddie Brock, and he'll be a more comic book accurate version of Eddie Brock.
That might be cool. He's
Hmm.
huge. That would be a good Eddie Brock
He
and a
would
good
be.
Venom.
He'd be a very good Eddie Brock just because Eddie Brock is a massive dude. But have him be Venom, and he'll have that size advantage over Tom Holland.
And then it will really look cool when
Yeah,
Tom Holland finally kicks his ass.
right, right. So sticking in this transition into the Spitterman, because the Peter Tingle, but now it's with more Shinobi. Oh yeah.
Oh.
A rumor claims Peter Parker will face ninjas in Spider-Man Brand New Day, adding martial arts mayhem to the mix. So I guess part of the thought on this is, like, would the ninjas be tied to the hand? I think that when we first started talking about this rumor, that we were saying, well, it could be the hand, especially if he's dealing
Yeah.
with Daredevil and he's dealing with the Punisher and everything like that. Like it kind of you get this tie-in for the hand, right? But this is also the first time that we're getting martial arts heavy characters on screen with Spider-Man.
Yeah. No, I agree with that. I think it's gonna be interesting. I always find it really funny how like things that are so like, oh, the hand and oh, it's the hand. It's the hand and who goes against them is the foot. It's like, huh? Like
And
it's
that's
not
how we
like we
bring in the
got the
Ninja
red
Turtles.
hand and the black foot or what I mean, it's just like, okay, all right.
That's
Did
how
you
we bring the
guys
Ninja
have a
Turtles into
word
the
limitation?
yeah, it's how we bring the Ninja Turtles into this entire universe.
Exactly, there you go. I do think that that's interesting. I also think that it opens up more because didn't Frank deal with the hand with Matt, or was that only Elektra and the Defenders?
Frank did deal with the hand, but again, I think that was in just the Defenders.
Okay, all right. Well, because I was going to say that might be interesting. Maybe we'll get a Defender or two.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I'm
Or
really hoping that we do because I do want to see the Defenders show up and kind of, you know, outside of just the Daredevil show, you know?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I do too. I'm thinking, are we gonna get Elektra?
Electra Nachos would be good, especially if like say she is leading the hand, and yeah, that would be kind of cool to see like her in a villain role. Because again, she plays
Well,
anti-hero in a lot of her stuff. So
yeah, she was leading like, the last we saw her in I mean, obviously, she had a building drop on her, but, a really tall one. But, Matt's alive, so she's probably alive, and what's she gonna do? Well, she's probably gonna come back for revenge.
yeah,
So, I could see this happening.
no, yeah,
I could see it
absolutely.
happening. Alright, yeah,
All
well,
right. Well,
we
let's well my thoughts on this. I think 100% that it makes sense to for it to be the hand because they are probably the closest ties to any ninjas in lore that Spider-Man would fight. Unless they're, just trying to bring in a whole different character. I mean, it kind of really just depends on the character that they're bringing in because if they're like henchmen for certain people, uh
yeah, that's true.
again, it really depends on what characters they're bringing in. Like, say, it's like fun aside that nobody saw coming. Silver Samurai, they're redoing Silver Samurai because he was ruined in the Wolverine movie. So it's like
Yeah,
we're getting like a full Silver Samurai, and he comes in and he's the villain. Like that
and
would
then
be
Shang-Chi comes in and
right,
says, "The Avengers need you.
right.
Come with me."
Or it's tied to Mr. Negative or something like that. Because remember, the rumors were that Mr. Negative was going to be the main villain.
That's true.
Yeah, so there's
Da, da,
there's a
da,
lot of
true.
there's a lot of possibilities that can go on this one. So, all right, so let's go ahead and move
Right.
on here. So, think less Frank and more chaos. Season 2 of Daredevil Born Again confirms John Barenthal's Punisher will not appear, while Matthew Lillard teases a mysterious new role against Vincent D'Onofrio's Kingpin. So, with that, Barenthal's absence sparks fan outrage. People are pissed, and I mean, the next time we see him, it's going to be in the special presentation. So I mean, we're all excited for that. I'm really excited for the special presentation. But
Me too.
yeah, people are very upset that they're hearing that he's not going to be in season 2. Which I mean, he didn't have that big of a presence in season 1, so I don't know why everybody's so upset and thinks more so because people want to see more of Frank Castle. But I don't know. What do you think?
I'm kinda okay with it. He was season 1, although if Matt is getting the band back together to fight off Kingpin,
Hmm.
he would be a good guy to have in the corner. So I don't know. Like I think they can put him off until season 3. I do think he needs to come back. Um, but yeah, I they're gonna have Jessica Jones. She's gonna do a lot of heavy lifting, we know, like both of the show and also probably in the show because she's super strong. But yeah, I don't know. I'm okay with it because we're gonna get that special presentation and he's gonna be in Spider-Man Brand New Day. So
Right.
we're gonna be lousy with Punisher stuff.
And what's to say that at the end of the sequence that the Punisher's in, they're not going to show him getting like gravely injured, and that shows a reason why he's gone for a while.
Yeah, there could be a reason. That's true.
Yeah,
I hadn't thought about that.
yeah. So I mean, like they could just give us a reason why Frank is missing for a little while, or Frank disappears, and it has to do with like Secret Wars or something like that.
Yep,
I mean,
absolutely.
yeah. Now, all of this opens, more doors for deeper Daredevil Kingpin drama. Now, a lot of people are speculating that Matthew Lillard coming in, the character that he might play. People are saying he might play Owl or Bullet. What do you think about that?
I'm not as familiar with Owl or Bullet. Who are
Mhm.
they?
They're not really major villains in the Daredevil universe. It's kind of Bullet's kind of like a gunslinger, and Owl
Oh,
is,
okay.
yeah. They're kind of like foils for Kingpin. and kind of like they're like anti-vigilante guys that that kind of go up against Daredevil in order to, like on behalf of Kingpin sometimes every now and then. So they're not like major characters, but I mean, who's to say they can't become bigger characters because they've done that in the past with like minor characters within Marvel and say, hey, here's a bigger role that they play, and they make them a much more interesting character than they were in the comics.